keep your damn mouth shut.
Come to watch the Super Bowl to watch a performance.
And so?
I didn't come to think.
Everything possible to.
Don't will strike down your mouth. Don't you come and shut up. Shut up.
I don't want to feel like I'm reading a book.
You just shut up.
Shut up.
Who asked you to talk?
Like, I just want to dance.
Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of ours. You guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive into this video. So guys, I came across this video remind for you, and I thought to share with you guys where this black podcaster is actually going viral and being called out by Black Americans. She actually disrespected that culture. She actually, said the quiet part, and this got her, burning. And I was able to put up some of those stitches. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as the stitches I was able to put together. Please tell me your own thought of what you think of this video, and let's dive into it.
Now, I love Kendrick. I love the fact that being a hater can end up being a success. But this performance, I just thought it was really mediocre for me. Maybe because I'm not a hardcore Kendrick fan. There was a lot of the songs that I didn't know. I knew some of the mainstream ones. Like when SZA came, I was like, yes, twin. And the rest of them, I don't know. I thought the visuals was amazing. We had Samuel Jackson come on as Uncle Tom, and then obviously the dancers came and the American flag, and then obviously he performed They're Not Like Us. I just thought it was an okay performance. There are a lot of people on the internet who are like, oh my god, you just didn't understand. One thing I cannot stand is fake deepness. I come to watch the Super Bowl to watch a performance. I didn't come to think. I don't want to feel like I'm reading a book. So when I'm seeing, oh, but you did not understand the allegoric significance of when the dancers were wearing blue, and the blue means it signifies the sadness of the American like, I just want to dance. I don't want to watch a performance and then have to read a book to understand what the performance was about, okay?
This Madam Joy situation is actually kind of crazy and brings up a very interesting conversation around the kind of link between Black Brits and Black Americans. But a few of you have tagged me in this specific video, and other people have just added me in responses to this video, and it's incredibly interesting. To give you the context, Madam Joyce on her show, I think it was, she came on and she basically said that she didn't really enjoy the Kendrick Lamar halftime show at last weekend's Super Bowl. Obviously, that's her opinion and she's entitled to it. And because Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show did have a lot of perceived racial and social and political messages in there, a lot of the people responding to Madam Joyce aren't quite happy. Also, it's very funny that a lot of Americans are like, oh, Black Brits just don't understand. I will tell you this for free, Madam Joyce does not speak for all of us Black Brits. If you literally just read my name, my whole page is about American sports, American culture, all that type of thing. It's something that I'm deeply passionate about. I've researched, studied, blah, 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 blah. You could look at the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl halftime show in two different ways, from an educational aspect and an entertainment aspect. All Madam Joyce has done is she's looked at it from an entertainment aspect, and when it comes to an entertainment aspect, she just didn't find it very interesting. She also goes on to say that it's not everyday think, and while I do disagree with that part, again, she's entitled to her opinion. But I think what Madam Joyce has done ultimately with her response, and that a lot of people have done as well by responding negatively to the Super Bowl halftime show, is they've basically proved Kendrick's point right. Samuel L. Jackson, who was playing the part as Uncle Sam, stated in the Super Bowl halftime show that Kendrick was too reckless, too loud, and too ghetto, which is often a prevalent stereotype of hip-hop music, African-American culture, but also Black people as a whole. And the way that I see this is Kendrick is trying to tell us that when we entertain these people, it's all good, but when we try to educate these people, they're not having any of it. And so while I can kind of understand where Madam Joyce is coming from when she's saying this stuff on her show, I think ultimately her and other people that didn't really like the Super Bowl halftime show might have just not got the message. And at the end of the day, it has brought up a very interesting conversation about how African-American and Black British culture might align, because at the end of the day, we're all the same colour. I'm not going to go too in depth about it because I've already done a video trying to break down the Super Bowl halftime show. If you do want to watch that, please do. You can just click the playlist down below. I've already added it into the playlist with this video as well. But to any Americans that watch this video and went, oh, these Black Brits, trust me, she doesn't speak for us all.
There are just some people that in this life, I don't think they have ever had a bright thought or idea in their life. If I'm being very honest, I don't think they've had a thought before. Or if they have, it has always been more evidence that they are actually not really thinking. Every time they try to speak, it never sounds like their brain and mouth have ever found harmony. And it's funny because some of these people have very big platforms with a lot of listeners, subscribers, watchers, audiences, where they go on to spew the most thoughtless things about topics that they are very uneducated about. But because everyone is talking about it, they want to jump on the trend too, forgetting that they do not have the skill or mental range to handle it. Which is even worse because some of them know they do not have the skill range to handle such discussions. But they still engage in it, but they want to be different. So they're going to say very stupid, off-putting things. Like for example, you're witnessing a history-altering event that is not just entertaining, but is beyond entertaining. It is necessary, considering the amount of discourses that event has brought up. But because one, you feel like the discussions that are stemming from this event are not your business, which mind you, in some way, shape or form, they still are. And because you do not have the brain power to dissect issues beyond, jaye, you open your mouth to say, oh, the Super Bowl is not supposed to be something that will make me think. I didn't go to the Super Bowl to think. I went to the Super Bowl to dance. The Super Bowl halftime show is supposed to be about dancing. Why do I feel like I'm being made to write a school paper? Baby, have you ever been in the four walls of a school? And if you have, I have a lot of questions for both your parents and your teacher. Because what happened to trying to give you some critical thinking skills? Is it that you just refuse to think? You guys are surprised when this same person came on this same internet to talk about Chloe Bailey and how she was acting a sex scene and it was wrong. Talking about she doesn't know where she's going with her brand. But then in the same breath, praised the man that she was in that sex scene with for a movie with 2 adults. A lot of you found out that she didn't have sense in December after that entire discourse. But some of us have known. This is not new. Don't pay attention to her. She is part of the distraction. Pay attention to what the event is trying to tell you. I know she's making a lot of Africans look bad, but we don't know her, okay?
Madam Joyce, you have upset the people them again, okay? You've upset the people them once again. I just want to start by saying to all my fellow African Americans, we are not all like Madam Joyce, okay? We're not all like that, okay? A lot of us actually aren't like that, and I feel like it's just as ignorant to say on your end as an African American that we're all like that, because we're not. However, Madam Joyce, I understand. I don't even understand where you came from. I don't know where you were coming from with that. I actually don't know. However, I think saying that you wanted entertainment and not a story, you actually have to understand what has just happened in America and the way that things are going for them right now. Okay, a lot is changing very quickly, and a lot of people are scared about the way that things are changing. Anytime a black person has the power and the platform to speak, they have to be very wise with their time and what they are saying, like point blank period. I wouldn't think that she would say something like that, but she said it. I don't know why. I feel like she was just talking to talk in that moment. On the same hand, the Americans, calm down. Please calm down. Do like this, okay? Rub your chests, relax. And the reason why I said that is because sometimes I can see the vein popping up your neck. You're doing a lot. I understand what she said was wrong. And you guys are very heated, but I feel like sometimes the way that you think about us is a little bit wrong. A lot of us actually do still go through systematic oppression and a lot of problems as well. And the way that you guys are coming back and being combative to the whole nation of Black British people is crazy. We are not all the same. It's ignorant in that sense as well. And I heard a girl say this as well on TikTok, which I didn't really like. She said that American history is Black history, vice versa. Now it is, yes. However, we cannot take away the fact that America had its own history and it had its native people before anyone came on that place, okay? Native Americans have been there from way before. And I feel like sometimes it can come across a little bit ignorant if we say stuff like that. And they're going to be like, oh, why are you chiming in as a UK person, as a Black British person? Because at the end of the day, we done all been through the same thing, honey, okay? Let's just not sit here and lie. We've all been through it. Our families have all been through it. Of course, you guys have your own history. Yes, no one's taking that away from you. We don't want to take that away from you. That's you. That's your history. But at the same time, we're all Black, okay? We're meant to be supporting each other. And I just feel like it's getting weird. And Madam Joyce, Auntie Joyce, please don't just talk to talk because you're upsetting the people again. Like, girl, what is going on? Who is your producer? Stop saying these things. You're actually hurting people's feelings.
This is why they tell us that you can be imitated but not duplicated. Because y'all ain't like us. I bet you wanted to bop just like everybody else did, but you missed the message to Black people. Black Americans having their story told in a performance on the biggest stage in sports. I bet you thought his jacket said Florida on it, but it didn't. It said Glory, Glori. Bet you thought that little A on his chain was for A minor, but it was for PG Lang. You didn't even know what the feathers on his hat meant, did you? No, you didn't. And this is why they say you have no place to add anything in the black diaspora at all, because you're not like us.
I find it utterly amazing. You state that you don't want to think. You state that you don't want to read a book when it comes to this performance, because you are one of the many who want to just be entertained. It's because it wasn't for you. This was an American football game, a very American halftime performance that had everything to do with what is going on in this climate. You don't want to think, you don't want to read a book, but you want to critique something that has absolutely nothing to do with you, something you don't understand. That's like me trying to critique open heart surgery, and I am not an open heart surgeon, let alone a surgeon at all. I do not have a degree in cardiac studies. I am not a pulmonologist. So when those people in that field are talking, I shut the fuck up. That's what I do. I shut the fuck up. Because it is not my business or my job or my duty to critique something I don't understand. And it's not Black British people that don't get it. It is that Black British person who doesn't get it, because I know some Black British people who understood it perfectly. They see what's going on in the United States, and they see what Kendrick was doing during the halftime show. They see his performance, and they full well understood the symbolism. But then again, those are our critical thinkers. Those are the people that read a book. Those are the people that think. Simple people that think and read books understood exactly what was going on, or at least got that it was symbolism and it pertained to the climate over here in the United States. So shut the fuck up, because you sound like a dandra critiquing something you don't understand. Learn when not to speak. I ain't saying you gotta be smart, but goddamn, learn when to shut the fuck up.
You know, I really can't stand when this broad comes on my For You page with her goofy ass, nasally African British accent. She clearly wants to engage in our culture, and I'm sure she's probably said that Americans don't have culture. But then she got the fucking nerve and the gall to speak on our culture and not know shit about it. Like, what gives you the fucking audacity? I really just can't stand this broad. It's really annoying every time she comes on. No matter how many times I say, not interested, not interested, this bitch comes on my fucking TL every goddamn time.
And she be having the worst takes on really just pop culture stuff. Social interactions, dating, everything. Be having the worst takes. I don't know. She really just rubs me the wrong way. Like the epitome of ignorant black. And she's not black. Well, not our definition of black anyway. She's African descent. So, nah, she's African. Never mind. Just shut the fuck up sometimes.
To paraphrase Andre 3000, y'all don't want to listen. Y'all just want to dance. Yes, Kendrick. That's all we want to do is dance. We're not here for a history lesson. Philadelphia, I get it. Perfect spot. Birthplace of our Constitution, makes sense. New Orleans, the best halftime show was the beginning of the fucking Super Bowl. Harry Connick Jr. and the dancers from Southern University and the HBCUs and other HBCUs. That should have been the halftime show. That should have been the halftime show. Kendrick, miss me with that shit. Miss me with that shit. Because it fell on deaf ears. It fell on deaf ears. I'm going to get a lot of hate.
But you're not like us, sweetheart. You're not like us. You're not. You're not like us. There was more to his performance. The message of his performance. And if you ain't picking that up, you not like us. Okay, that's all.
Madam Joyce does not speak and does not represent the whole Black British population. Anybody that has a problem with that, my nose is flaring because I'm mad. And everybody, all these Black Americans commenting, get off. Delete the video. It's not needed. You are, again, misjudging the whole situation. She is not representing everyone. Do not put every Black British person on the same category as her. She did not understand all of it. Have some grace. Okay? And please don't get me started on ignorance, because you are not the person.
So lovely. First of all, this lady, this British American woman, does not represent the entire Black people, please. Like, as you all can see in the stitches, a lot of both, every other Black person is like, she do not represent everyone. She do not represent anyone. Like, I don't understand. You just come and pew, open your mouth and just start spilling things you don't even understand. Like, why do you even want to do that? Why do you want to engage in something that you don't understand? This is why Black Americans, they're not like us. If you are so confused about what is going on as a Black person, like, sometimes I get so embarrassed by things like this, because it actually takes a Black person to understand a Black person. It takes, people that look like you to understand what it means to look like you. And when I see people like this, I just keep on asking myself, like, what is it that some people do not really care about like their origin or where they come from, or like so many other things are just going through my mind. Like, seriously, this lady is just all here ranting about how, she didn't come to the, to listen to any storyline, any whatsoever. She came to enjoy the music. Like, as if you don't know that there is a history behind everything that really, like, these people had the opportunity. Okay, Kendrick had the actually had the opportunity to educate whosoever that care to learn, or care to know about any form of historical thing, and you are here as a Black person disgracing your fellow Black people. Like, I don't understand. Why are you disgracing everybody? Why can't you just focus on what you know? Like I used to say, I'm someone, like, when I don't know something, I just try to pay attention. If it's something I find very interested in, I just have to pay attention to understand what is going on, to know and try to, like, that is when you know that you are someone of an open mind, knowing if you're someone that actually wants to learn. But you are someone that does not really want to learn. You don't care. And since you don't care, and you also do not want to listen to any book or read a book, why are you even making commentaries about it? Why are you talking about it? Like, I don't understand. Why are you talking about it and now disgracing the entire? This actually remind me of these two guys that came for a certain podcast. Exactly, they are from this British, Black people, Fahad I don't know if you guys can remember for her and the other guy. They went as far as talking about how they don't date black women or something. Like, it's just so given. Why is it that some of these British black people come up and just start saying what they don't know? I have seen countless. I've also seen some, you know, some of them with the podcast and just start talking about black people, this black American. Like, I don't understand. Why do we actually want to start doing this to ourselves? We were supposed to be in one accord. If there is something you don't understand, if there's something that you are missing, you call the attention of someone that might probably explain things to you. Like, seriously. So that you won't just come out and start sounding somehow. You just sounded as if, oh my God, I don't even understand it. If you don't get things, and if you don't want to read book, or you don't want to listen to the historical thing, nobody's forcing you to. And that is why you don't need to make it your business. You can just talk about something else that you are interested in. Like I said earlier yesterday, when I teach about, Kendrick and all of that, I was like, if this is not your type of thing, if this, music is not something that you like, why are you even getting yourself involved with that and just trying to like cajole it? Like I said, every musician will have their own audience. If you are not one of the target audience, there's no point even making commentaries. You just pass the message and the whatsoever thing that he wants to pass across. I've already reached the people that he's targeting. This man, you had an opportunity to actually, express himself. Some people are getting worked up, and coming from someone that looks like me, just something that is so disappointing. I saw this clip for the first. I just clicked it up because I don't really condone stuff like this, And I like the fact that it also has to take, black people to also, set her in her place. She really needs to understand. And if you don't want to get yourself involved, my God, then don't even comment on it. Don't put any commentaries. Nobody wants your own commentaries. Just leave it. There are people who are very interested in it. There are people who want to learn. There are people who want to know about the 40 acres. There are people like that's actually opened a lot of people's eye. There are so many who do not even know about this, who, because of the message Kendrick passed across, people are beginning to make more research on it. Example, person like me. So, anyway, lovelies, wanna just leave me your thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So guys, if you've not subscribed to this channel or to this extent, give your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button. Like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. So lovelies, wanna just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So if you've not subscribed, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button. I have actually been under the weather for some time right now. But right now, I think I'm getting myself. And I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.